Today we're going to be talking about formulas. If you're following along, open the budget start file and go to cell A1, and you're going to type in equals 7 plus 8 times 3 divided by 2 minus 4. And when you hit enter, Excel will calculate that for you. So Excel is very useful as a calculator. If you double click on the cell, notice that you can see the formula, and you can also see the formula up in the formula bar. I can also see this by going to Formula tab, Show Formula. Clicking on it shows the formula, and clicking again takes you back to your value. You can also do this by hitting Control tilde, which is just to the left of the 1, to turn on and off the formula view. Plus sign is adding, the asterisk is multiplication, the forward slash is divide, and the hyphen is subtract. We also can use the percent sign to indicate a percent in our formula, and the caret, which is shift 6, to represent exponentials. One other thing to take in mind when you're doing formulas in Excel is the order of operations. This is exactly like in math. So if we add parentheses to this formula, you'll notice our value will change, because instead of multiplying 8 by 3 first, we're getting 7 plus 3 first. Again, by adding parentheses in different areas, we can change the value based on what Excel is looking for in the formula. We can also do nested parentheses, which happens when you calculate the innermost set of parentheses first. So 7 plus 8 and 3 times 2 would be our nested parentheses, and it will calculate those two things first before it subtracts the 4. In our order of operations, negative numbers. Then we have percentages, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction, and then if we add in parentheses, those will always come first, starting with the innermost if we have nested parentheses. Go ahead and switch to the second tab on your document, which should be housing expenses, and in cell A18 type January rent plus deposit. Then in B18 we're going to do our formula, which is equals 1200 plus 500. Hit enter, and notice we get a value of 1700 because we've added these two numbers. Now in A18 do comma minus discount, and in B18 at the end of your formula add minus 100. Remember, you can do that by double clicking in the formula or clicking the cell and clicking up in the formula bar. In cell A19, let's do annual rent per lease, and we are going to multiply the amount of our lease per month, which is 1200, by 12. Hit enter to get the total. And now let's take the average electricity. To do this, we are going to need to find the total of B8 to M4. To do this, we're going to use a feature called AutoSum. This is a function. If you click AutoSum, anything that is in the marching ants is what will be added. Hit enter to accept the formula. One nice thing about formulas is that they are fillable, meaning you can easily copy them from cell to cell using the fill handle. And the formulas automatically adjust to whatever row or column of information that they're in. Now for our average, we're going to do equals N8, and we can just click on cell N8 to get that cell reference, divided by 12 since that's the number of months in a year, and hit enter, and it gives us our value of 175.833. Again, if I copy this formula to cell B21, I now have the average gas amount because my cell reference is N9 in that cell instead of N8. It's hard to see, but over there on the side you will be able to see that the sum formula actually changes. This is called a relative cell reference, but we'll get into that a little bit more in the next lesson.